I kept myself very busy during COVID. One of the first things I did was to build a new Walters model, which is a lumber yard. I split it up in two, so I will be able to have two different sidings using receiving lumber. I also finally did my ballasting on both the upper level and the lower level. I did all of my main line. Got to redo some spots, but overall I'm very happy with how it turned out. I replaced all the missing ties. So when we use Flex-Trex, of course we have to remove some ties. So I also replaced all of the missing ties. The next thing was to relocate my yard. This is where my yard used to be. I moved the yard, which we'll see in a second. Now what I have is Heinz on one siding, my furniture plant, which really doesn't have a name, on a second siding, and then Medusa Cement. See here, having two sidings. I can now handle, I think it's 6 cars in total. So my yard then went over here. I created a brand new yard. It has an arrival departure track. It has a caboose track. It has a 3-shed engine shack. And it has 4 total tracks in all. I think I'll be able to get about 50 cars. The wiring, I have bus wiring. Of course, that goes around the entire yard and attaches to the rest of the layout, and feeder wires going down to the bus wiring. I had a little difficulty with the wiring, specifically with the Electrofrog and the Insulfrog Pico switches, but I figured that out with the help of my friends on YouTube. So that's my new yard. It will make classification much easier. I'll be able to build much bigger trains. The last thing, or the next thing I have to do is, where this paper is now, I bought a nice warehouse, another Walters kit, and I'll be creating that soon. So that was my update for COVID. I spent my time very constructively.